So here's our hub world. It is very big, as there are 6 sites in total. Now the thing is, there's only 3 major areas you need to go to. Site 2, 4, and 6. The other sites are basically there to increase, level density, as there's really only 3 bosses in the main story mode up to this point. Which is really weird to say that, because there was a boss at every end of every world thus far in the previous games. But here now, nope, it is basically 3 bosses and everything. But if you guys have not known playing Splatoon, this is Callie and Marie, basically of the Squid Sisters. They basically keep their names hidden because they don't want to be known as, Callie and Marie, when they're basically, agents to basically keep the peace in the whole world of Splatoon. So, we have to shoot off these kettles as usual. There's tons of kettles. Get to know Alterna, your only choice. Show off your skills and reach the goal. Let's go! So, like I said before, if you played Octo Expansion, this story mode will play exactly as the same as it is before. You hear something? Activated. System check. Okay. Authentication. All systems nominal. Communication biometric scan. Scan complete. No matches found. Commencing registration sequence. Bzz, bzz, beep, beep. Good day. My name is Orca. I am what you might call a navigation system for Alterna citizens. Oh, where's that voice coming from? Welcome to Alterna, citizen. Please enter your identification to proceed. It's like setting up a phone for the first time. I guess you just have to follow the instructions, Agent 3. Processing, processing. Ding! Your name has been accepted. Thank you for registering, Agent 3. Cool, like it's official, Agent 3. My circuits are designed to measure your intellectual and physical prowess as demonstrated by your ability to complete missions through Alterna. In each mission, you must reach a goal, a mechanism, or complete an objective. Extraordinary citizens will complete any missions and receive many power eggs. You can expect a substantial power egg payday, in particular for this first mission. May you result in success, citizen. It's all that's going to be on the test because I really heard was power eggs. That seems to be the important part. We're going to need plenty of those if we're going to find Gramps. One last thing. As you complete missions and become an ever more exceptional citizen, you are naturally gaining access to the Alterna log. Do not attempt to share the Alterna log without permission. Please handle information with care, and please consider this a threat. Have a nice day. Alterna log, huh? Well, something's been added to your menu. I want a peek. But I won't. I guess we can do for now is collect power eggs and work on removing that fuzzy ooze. I mean, all you can do, Agent 3. Equipment initializing. Please select the weapon for this mission. So you now basically, at the start of a match, or the start of a round, sometimes the weapon of choice will change depending on the mission itself. Sometimes you have one weapon to use. Sometimes you'll have you only use a special, and sometimes you'll have a choice of up to 3 weapons to use. So depending on the weapon you choose, it basically will how much. And basically, if you complete a mission multiple times with different weapons, you do get that clear reward payout as before. We're gonna have to start with our weapon, the hero gear, though. This mission will begin as soon as you pass through that gate. If power eggs are required, you'll be given the opportunity to make your payment before entering. Initialization complete. Data harvesting and analysis commencing. Best of luck, Agent 3. So that's it then. Great! Come on, Agent 3, let's get moving! Alright. No fee this time. So yeah, you'll need power eggs to enter certain levels, and sometimes you won't need them. But like I said, destroy everything you can, because basically Alterna is a very different place compared to the previous games, as they're the levels are sort of like set up in a similar fashion. The main goal is to basically get to the very end of the stage to activate a mechanism. What happens then is completely up to you. I mean, there's still an objective you'll have to complete, but you will have to somehow get there by any means necessary. But there are certain times, certain missions will basically say, hey, you need to do you have to complete a certain task. If you complete the task, boom, you get power eggs or something like that. There are also hidden caches of power eggs for you to discover as well. Now, if you complete like a bonus objective of some kind, you will most likely get a power egg bank as your as a particular reward for you, and it's very useful because that basically means you get tons of power eggs all at once. So bear that in mind. Also, if you see a box that you can't get access to, chuck your little guy over there and he will destroy a box for you. So bear that in mind. Also, we get an introduction to these squid, these little fishy things again that basically will eat up any ink on a wall. They don't show up very often though. So basically when they do show up, it's just kind of a slight annoyance, really. Just to basically tell you, hey, you know what? You need to basically make a path forward. Bounce pads are back from Splatoon 2, and they act exactly the same. So those are the power egg banks I was telling you about before. Because if he does, you get those things up here. Now we get ourselves this new new paint rollers. Basically, they're called, I would say these are probably like the Segway inks. Because they just basically, they go around a certain distance, and they give you, and they basically just they give you ink coverage over here. So like that, over there. We have these new roll-ups. If you open them up, they'll have ink on them. Now we gotta try Zuka. We activate this to destroy enemy shields and everything, so very useful for that. I'm gonna grab another one because we're gonna need one for this. Right there. I'm gonna grab another one so I don't lose it and grab our last key here. Oh, I didn't jump in time and get that one. Dang it. Oh well. We have 3 keys. We don't have time to open up these boxes. We also have gushers, the vault. These gushers here. They'll basically show up a bat of ink to get you up like an elevator. You have a roll up here. We also have a grind rail as well. There we go. And then you have the, if great work engineer, if you keep this up, we'll have Alterna mapped out in no time. So at the end of every stage, you have to knock this little machine down, and then touching it will make the machine complete. And you always get a first-time bonus of 700 eggs at your disposal any given... Well, basically, depending on the level of difficulty, you'll get more eggs as you win or lose missions. Alright, that's our first level. And we have enough power eggs to basically unlock our first area. Where'd you meet Small Fry, by the way? You know what? Even the game doesn't know about it either. So you basically have to use that 600. And I mean, oh yeah, here's the new special, the new things. We saw this in the first world, but this is where we unlock these things here. We have sunken scrolls making their appearance. Visit Sparkling City of Chaos, the hottest place in all the Splatlands. Anarchy Avenue. Walk it, feel it, live it. Special collection. Walk the Splatsville Walk. Page 54. Ooh, be sure to pick that up. There's a sunken scroll. Basically, sunken scroll. I'm not going to be able to get all the secret scrolls in this time around. Oh, that went on enough eggs. We don't have enough eggs for that one, so we can't clear that ooze up just yet. I won't be able to collect all the sunken scrolls because some of them are basically in really hard places. I will, for this playthrough, folks, I am going as many of the levels I could possibly can. I know about the ultimate final level by beating the game, and I have yet to beat it myself. This mission will challenge you in the powers of navigation. Proceed to the stage until you reach the goal. The octopods at rest tend to flip out. We basically try this weapon here and fought 900 eggs. And we have to play this level 3 times if you want to get all those egg bonuses. And I tell you right now, get all the egg bonuses you can early on. Because early on it's gonna be a troublesome because you don't have much egg collection. But certain levels later on will basically give you a surplus of eggs. I basically complete the levels with different weapons and everything, will essentially get you that egg bonus each and every time. So if you're looking for eggs, you're either going to be replaying levels again, multiple times throughout the adventure. And I'd say it's probably recommended to, if there's a weapon class in a level or something, it's either for an easy, medium, and difficulty levels. So bear that in mind. But certain times, certain weapons, like the game will tell you, hey, you should use this weapon first. But you don't have to do it. As long as you beat the level once, you basically have completed it for this world. You don't have to play it again. But if you want, those extra eggs, you're going to have to play levels multiple times. That's the whole gist of the game. I don't know why Alterna is being such a jerk when it comes to it, but, you know, I digress and all. Alright. Also, the music of this game is actually pretty top-notch. I know Splatoon 3's story mode has had questionable music back previously, but this story mode's got some decent music. Also, walk between these two places. You may think you don't need to walk here. No, you get a power egg pack for your trouble. Do this each time. Like again, if you go back to a previous level that you know you can get a lot of eggs for, basically, if you know all the secrets for it, do those as well, because every secret respawns itself every time you start a new time in this world. So if you want extra power eggs, and you know where to grind for them, please do so. Let's see what we get here. Also, it's best if you want to test out new weapons and everything before playing in the Splatoon 1 game, or in the multiplayer. This is a good way of doing it, because you actually have targets to attack with, as well as, you know, lives to worry about for. But you also have these octo bombers, or these octo missiles. They'll come and explode you on contact, so watch out for that. But another thing about being an agent is that open space like that seems to be doomed. Oh boy! Yeah, see right there? I just lost my armor just because I got hit by an explosion. Slight annoyance, that is. Oh no! It's another bombing creature. Big one. Booyah! Also, you can throw your, like, a sub weapon or your little buddy there. We'll activate that little device at the very end of the match. You got 900 eggs to do it. And there you go. Alright, that level's done and dusted. 900 eggs at our disposal. We don't have a Ceridarium yet, but again, if you want to get Ceridarium, you're gonna have to take out some of those, these egg blocks, these little, fuzzy blobs everywhere. What caused the Big Bang? You did! Okay, here's another type of mission type, where you're basically told to learn how to use a weapon. This level's great, because it's just a quick one shot to win, but basically, getting 1,400 eggs per weapon of the E-Leader is very good. But if you do mess up, say if you hit one... Oh, I actually got one. But if you do mess up at all in terms of these, like, one-shot missions, Orca will immediately kill you. Think of what Sea Cucumber did in the Octo expansion. Basically, you fail, you'll die, and you have to restart back at the beginning of the stage. There you go. And I'm gonna grab that other mission here too, because all we have to do is hit once with the other E-Leader. The one that's scoped, anyway. I'm gonna do that because, why not? Because that's extra points, and I want extra points. Thank you very much. Let's go right here for zooming in. Oh, I messed up. Oh, mission failed. Did not break all the targets. Die. Orca basically puts you in the. There we go. Booyah! I'll take that extra ink coverage. Thank you very much. Well, actually, no. You only get like an extra 300 eggs for doing it. Again, if you do your first clear of a mission, you will get those egg bonuses. So bear that in mind. I only got 300 out of that. I should have gotten more since it was supposed to be 1,400, but you know, I guess that's too powerful or something like that. Anyway, that's enough eggs. That's enough eggs for these levels. We can now basically start clearing up some ooze. It doesn't really matter where ooze you go across first. If you want to take out some others. Again, some of these are very high in cost, so if you want to get around, you can. Oh, we got our first upgrade point, but we can't do anything until we get a Ceridarium. We go here. Music track. Got a gold record. The tunes around here will sound like a little cooler now. Keep an ear out for. Yeah, this is where you get your the music tracks in the game. Oh boy, I almost jumped into that. Ugh. I don't even know what this stuff is. Like, this stuff feels like... This really looks like... Another 900 here. Throw those eggs out as well. Oh, that's just the way forward. That's the way to get around. Yeah, that's what it is. Come on. Do you really have to do that to me, game? Again, it won't be... Again, if you're running out of eggs for whatever reason, you can just go back to the level you've been in and get that initial 300 point egg bonus. This one's only 100. I'm taking that out. There we go. We'll take you out. 300. There we go for you. Oh, we also got new decorations. You got a decoration. You can pick it up at the lobby terminal using it to decorate your locker if you so choose. Again, I rarely ever upgrade my locker. Like, I got all the locker stuff in my main file, and I really haven't done anything different since that. You know, it's just that. Oh, I'm out of eggs. I'm out of eggs for the time being. I must go after another level, or take out another one right here. Eggs out. Oh, there's a secret here of some kind. Yeah, this is where your little small fry will basically be useful. You also find, like, hidden stuff in the ground, like egg powers. Woo! Like 100 eggs right there. Heck yeah. Find those power backs is going to be awesome. And more eggs right there. Greatly. We'll open this up like so. And get to splat you on the flip side. Go for this level right here. Alright, now we have our clear reward of using a blaster, or a undercover umbrella, or use this. I'm going to use this because that's what was recommended before. And we have no fee this time around. There we go. Because again, usually the hero shot weapon is where you're going to use your small fry. Gotta wait for my armor to re-heal itself. There we go. Come here, you. Beat you on the flip side. Woo! There we go. Yeah, we're basically like not even covered in clothing very much because on the fall we lost our armor. Yeah, we'll basically get our armor back once your hero shot weapon does get upgraded in the upgrades menu if you get that point in the game to unlock it. Oh, I hate that when they jump out like that. Take him out, HE3. You know it. Ugh. Or I can just up my small fry, annoy him a bit, and take him out like that. Alright, go right here. Hit these boxes, and we get ourselves a armor pack, or we get a weapon pack, and we get this. Sweet, we're gonna need that. And we get into a solid flip box here, because there's some people, Octarians are on the walls, because their weapons can suck themselves to the walls and everything, so watch out for that. Oh boy. Hey, got you out? Basically, I have to be worried about this because technically, you know, we don't have much armor on ourselves here. We'll get access to the Alterna log here pretty shortly, as you can access it early on, but you won't be able to interpret the language, though. That's the thing about it. In order basically to understand the history of Alteria, you have to beat every level and every site. Once you do, you'll have access to any images that Alteria log is going to show you, as well as any type of text that may have been translated. As the more levels you beat, the more the text gets translated into Inkling language. Or essentially, in our case, English. Hey, buddy. Take this. See, small fry can be used as a basic distraction device. So, use it when you can. Yo, thank you, small fry. Unlock level, let's get ourselves out of here. Dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. Alright, another level done. Another 900 eggs for our total, and upgrade points to boot. Since we got 900 of these little bad boys, it's only fair that we use it on the one thing I was looking for. This bad boy right here. Eat him up! Man, the salmons can do this? I mean, man, why can't we just, you know, tell them, hey, we got some mammals that are basically causing a ruckus. Can you go and basically defeat them, please? But I wonder who is really behind all this. I mean, if it's not DJ Octavio, then who is? I mean, these things got fur on them and everything. But the subtitle of this story mode is called Rise of the Mammalians, I think is what it is. So basically, it kind of basically says that, you know, maybe humans may be returning. You know, you never know. The string's the thing. Let's go into this mission right here. At the end of every world, folks, I will read the log. but we just don't have availability of reading the log just yet. Not until we complete every level on the islands. Alright, we use to go by using the Tri-Slinger. Some missions will require you to play with certain weapon types. This is basically the introduction to basically, hey, this is how the weapon's going to be like when you play in multiplayer. So the Tri-Slinger basically can shoot 3 shots at once. And it's very used for good turf coverage, but also can be used vertically if you're jumping in mid-air. But also the fact if you charge it up real quick, it'll put all 3 shots to Ghoster and do more damage, and it'll explode on contact after it's fully charged. So use that to your advantage when basically trying to take out boxes or enemy types that are giving you annoyance. Again, some levels have been designed with this bow with the weapon type in mind, so bear that in mind as well. You never know where you might end up hitting. There we go. I think there's something up here. They're allowing us to get up here. And if we can ink this, then there's something up here. Let's see. Is there anything up here? Ink ourselves up. Oh, come on. Anything up here? Oh, look at that. See? You go out of your way to search for secrets, you'll most likely find something new to grab. And basically, if you try to find any reward, it's either... Because... Oddly enough, though, there are no Alterna logs or sunken scrolls in levels anymore. Yeah, that's the weird thing about this. All the sunken scrolls are in the overworld, which is odd, to say the least. They're in basically just secret compartments that you'll find by Small Fry's little curiosity, or just basically just find it on your own by basically taking out sort of ink stuff, or the fuzzy ooze and whatnot. But bear that in mind. But, I mean, I like this type of change because that means that the levels themselves can be streamlined for the sake of convenience. Come on out, we gotta get this out, eggs. I want them. Thank you. Because the one thing I didn't really like about Splatoon 1 and 2 story mode is that the sunken scrolls were just, you know, hidden in some type of offshoot area that basically just caused... You know, it was like, oh, look, you got this one weapon. You got to find this one thing out of the way of the blue, and that's it. And it just made, like, disjointed level design, because now you had to make a level spark just for this secret exit. Or secret area of the level, and it just didn't really do much. Like, oh, you have this secret scroll. Also, they did that in Splatoon 2's case. They added Sanitarium to every level, and that, too. So, it just got to the point where it's like, this is annoying to basically make longer levels because you need to add 2 new collectibles in a level. Here, though, they take them out of the levels. So you don't have to search the levels anymore. You just have to do is complete the task at hand with the level you've got, with the weapon you have choice, and that's it. Again, I like that Splatoon 3 really streamlined the process of its own story to basically make sure it can be faster paced. Because I'll tell you right now, Splatoon 2, in my honest opinion, has the worst story of the 3. And I might say, that's kind of mean to say that. And you know what? You might be right on that, but at the same time is... Oh, dang it. I gotta get... This is the hard thing about this bow. What you have to do is hit them back here and then explode on them. But, like, you can take them out as long as you take out the armor out by itself. It's a little tedious to take these out on your own. What you're supposed to do is use the, explosion built things behind them, like that. That's what you're supposed to do. It's a little annoying, but you have to wait until you have to shoot the thing down, then it goes after him. There you go. Because again, you have to learn how the new bow works and everything. Again, I'm not a very big fan of the bow. I mean, it's a great weapon if you're doing like ranked battles and everything, and it's very useful in turf wars to a certain extent, but I'm a frontline person instead of a sniper in this type of game. I'd rather be up there in the action using arrow spray. Alright, streams of thing, that's another weapon cleared up and more eggs cleared up for us.